Our speaker tonight is a gentleman who has been through a lot in his life. He's a longtime Jackson Hole guide, a snowboarder, a skier, absolute adventurer par excellence, Mr. Stephen Koch. To survive an avalanche is one thing, but to survive an avalanche of 2,000 feet is quite another.
I heard a noise above me, and I looked up, and I just thought, oh no, that can only be one thing. An airplane. And I'm an optimist, right? Avalanches and airplanes sound a lot alike. But no, it was not an airplane, unfortunately. It was an avalanche, and it was getting louder and louder, and I'm thinking, oh boy, I hope it goes around me. Really, I hope it goes around me, because this is not going to be good. I'm in a bad place. I'm in a steep couloir with rock walls. I'm on snow, 50-degree snow slope with rock walls on either side. And I look up, and all of a sudden, I see the wall of white. It hits me on my chest, knocks me back. I'm literally on my back, snowboarding down this couloir, thinking, my God, this is so wrong. And then all of a sudden, I start tumbling, and I feel great pressure on my shoulders. And soon after, I hear a noise in my knee, and I feel pain. I'm thinking, oh no, that's not good. And a little bit later, about 5 seconds later, I feel pain and hear noise in my other knee. I'm just thinking, oh no, this has got to stop. If this doesn't stop, I'm going to be a crumpled pile at the bottom of the hill, dead. And then a few seconds later, it got quiet. I'm thinking, oh, it's done, it's over. But I realized I was in the air going over a cliff. And again, I thought, oh God, this is so wrong. And then I landed, and at this point, I feel terrible pain in my back. I'm still literally just getting the crap beat out of me. I don't know which way is up or down, but I'm still conscious. What I do is I say to myself, I have got to stop this madness if I can. So I dig my hands in the snow, and I kick my feet in the classic self-arrest position to try and stop. And I look down, and my lower leg is just flopping. And you know what I said to myself? That is so wrong. And I think I screamed as well. And I did slow down. And the avalanche kept coming, the tail end of it continued. And I stopped. My mouth and throat filled with snow, but I was not buried. And then I do a quick body check, and I'm saying, okay, right knee, really bad. Left knee hurts. Back hurts. Shoulders hurt. Neck hurts. But I got to get the hell out of here. I am right now at the bottom of the face, here. And this whole face is warming up in the sun above me, and there is one avalanche, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So what I do is I figure out how to traverse to the side, move sideways, without damaging my right knee. And I had one ice axe left. My board, my pack, all my gear, gone. I put my ice axe in the snow, and I stabilize myself. And if I keep this right leg straight and in line, I can actually weight it. So I weight it, and I kick 2 holes in the snow, side by side. I put my left foot in the left hole, and I gingerly lift my right leg, and I place it in the right hole, stabilize myself, kick 2 more steps, and work my way out of the danger zone like that. And I must have leaned in a little bit, and my knee shot to the ground. And my leg was at an L the wrong way. And you know what I said to myself, right?
This is not good.
That is so wrong. But I'm in the snow, in and out of consciousness, thinking to myself the whole time, how can I get down? I'm on a 45-degree slope. I can't spend the night out here. I'm in a long underwear shirt, a thin pair of pants. I have one ice axe. That's it. I'm not going to be missed till the next day. I was alone. So what I did eventually is I had boots that had buckles and one power strap. I took my power strap out of my boot, and I clipped it into the bottom buckle. That way I could raise and lower my leg with my hand and my arm. And I raised my leg and I put it over on my other leg. And that way I could slide down the hill, leaning on my left side, using the ice axe to slow down. And I glissaded down the hill that way. And eventually got down and worked my way down and got to a place where I could spend the night, which was just on the snow, but it was not a steep slope. It was lower angle. So what I did at that point is I started shivering because I was all wet. Because when the angle eased and I couldn't slide anymore, I had to turn around. And I did the backstroke in the snow, pushing with this leg. It only had a blown ACL. But I had to use it. And I worked my way down the hill, doing the backstroke in the snow, getting soaking wet. Eventually I get to a rock. I'm like, okay, I'm going to lean against this rock here. I took off my climbing harness and I sat on it for insulation from the snow. And I immediately started shivering. And my teeth started chattering because I was wet and the sun was just going behind the ridge. I thought, oh no, this is not good. My teeth can't chatter. What am I going to do? I have the whole night to go. How can I survive this? I thought to myself, I know how to get warm. Calisthenics. And I said, oh yeah. And oh no, I can't do that. I couldn't even do one. I couldn't do anything to keep warm, to move, because I was too beat up. I was a wreck. My back was broken and I didn't know it yet. I just knew I couldn't move very well. And my knees were just done. So I say to myself, wow, I'm really screwed. I'm really screwed. This is not good. What can I do? What can I do? I just racked my brain. All of a sudden, it came to me. I gotta breathe. So I just started breathing really fast. And I was sitting down and I was hugging my body. And my back hurt so much I'd have to sit up. And I twisted it. And that relieved the pain. And then I got cold and I'd go down and hug my legs. And then I'd sit up and I'd twist my back a little bit because it relieved the pain. All night long I'm doing this. Unfortunately, I had a watch. I thought, oh, for sure it's been an hour. I can look. It's been an hour. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Oh, I got to look. It's been at least an hour. No, don't look. Okay. Oh, I got to look. I'm going to look. No! 7 minutes. 7 minutes had passed, and I thought it was an hour. I was like, oh, no, this is horrible. Oh, man, the songs that were going through my head that night. Beatles, Here Comes the Sun. Doors, Waiting for the Sun. Man, I'm definitely into the classic rock. And eventually the sun did come. And soon after I hear a helicopter. I'm thinking, yes. My friend told him that I was, in need and that I wasn't home. And I see this helicopter, I'm like, yes, that's the climbing rangers. And then they fly up by the base of the face and they fly away. And I'm thinking, no, no, no. And a few minutes later, I hear the helicopter again. This time it lands above me. I hear the footsteps of a couple of the climbing rangers. They look at me, I look at them. We say the exact same thing. Damn, I'm glad to see you. And I immediately just started shaking uncontrollably. So I was so cold. They put me in these sleeping bags, took care of my back and neck, put me on a board, gave me these big heaters, these, the little hand warmers. Yeah. They had ones about this big. I was like, oh yeah. And they load me onto the helicopter. They fly me to Jackson, to St. John's Hospital. I'm in the hospital. Has anyone ever been in the emergency room? Yeah? Did you ever get hot blankets? Yeah, hot blankets. I had hot nurses giving me hot blankets. I thought, life is pretty good right now.